to the Pakistan International Public School, Mansehra. Dear class, first of all, I would like to request you all to please open your Oxford Modern English Book 7 and get to the poem Moon Wind. So, dear class, as you know, I have explained this poem very deeply with you all in Urdu and in English both. Alright, so today's task is to do question answer. So, let's go towards the question answer. So, dear class, exercise A. Question answers. You have only 3 questions and answers. Alright, so dear class, you can use your book for the questions, otherwise I have written the answers on the board. Your questions are so long, so I have written short questions on the board. You can use your book for the questions. So let's go towards the board side. So my dear class, your poem is Moon Wind. Your topic is question answer. First of all, draw the margin lines, write down the date and day, and then 7th class, start your work. So your first question is, how do things get blown about on the moon if there is no wind? अगर मून पे कोई हवा नहीं है तो चीज़ें कैसे वहाँ पे blown हो रही हैं? So your answer is, for the poet, things on the moon get blown about because of the utter stillness of the moon. Utter means complete stillness of the moon. So everything is weightless on the moon and it is airless. However, the poem is all about fantasy, so anything can happen. So dear class, as you know, as we have read it in the chapter, that this poem is all about imaginary. So anything can happen क्योंकि ये सिर्फ एक ख्याली poem है, ठीक है? मतलब इसमें there is nothing the truth. It is all imagination. So anything can happen on the moon, on the earth, in this poem. Alright, so let's go towards the next question side. So my dear class, here is your question number B. I have written it on the board as well, but as you can see the board, it is a short, so I have written it in a very short way. But you can use your book for the second question, and it is, when the moon wind begins to blow, some strange things happen. जब moon wind शुरू होती है blow करना, some strange things happen. कुछ अजीब चीजें होती हैं. Make a list of all the unlikely things that take place on the moon. उन तमाम चीज़ों की list बनाएं. So dear class, here is your answer. It is a squall of hens and cabbages knocks you off your feet. I have explained this poem in my last video. I have explained these all things. Second is, a camp of caravans quacks. Camp of caravans mean kafla. And the last is a Ferris wheel bound along the skyline. Alright, so now the last question is left, and it is, which words does the poet use to describe the following or the movement they make? In what way are the descriptive words appropriate? So dear class, this question is so long I cannot write full on the board, but I will write in a short way. Alright, so let me write it on the board and then let me tell you the meanings of all these. Here is your third question, and I have read the question from the book. So let me write the answer. So you have points in this answer. So first heading is candle, flame. You have to write the answer. The candle shivers out. Shivers mean kapkapana. Out mean bahar. Next is giant marquee. So giant mean large, giant marquee mean large tent. So the answer is booms and flounders like a swan at sea. Alright, swan means bird. Third is hens and cabbages. Your answer is a squall knocks you off your feet. And the next is pond. It means tearing, twisting sheet. Clouds you with a frog. So next is caravans. Means suddenly squawks and takes off. And the last is Ferris wheel, means bound along the skyline like somersaulting giraffe. Alright, so write down these question answer on your neat notebook. Now come towards the home task side. So dear class, your home task is to read this chapter, The Story of an Invitation, thoroughly at home, and then I'll discuss this chapter with you all in my next class. Till then, take care of yourself and goodbye.